We went to Red Lobster when taxes came. And when we found out we were going, it was a part. Yeah. And let's be real, guys. We are in a recession. These jobs ain't paying shit.
Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby. Let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make your girl OD.
Hello, guys. Welcome to As Your Big Sister with your host, me, Asia, my queen. That is me. That is she. I am where I want to be. How are you guys doing today? I am doing incredible. I'm doing amazing. I'm in a really good mood today. But I do not want to waste you guys' time about telling me how I'm doing, because I want to get into the infamous list that was dropped on our social media platforms, where the women put out places where they will not go on a first date. So, before we get into this list, I want to tell you guys something. I want you to take this list with a grain of salt, okay? Because people get on social media and they lie their asses off about their dating standards. They say what they will never tolerate, what someone gotta have, what they gotta do for them. But behind closed doors, they be dating bums. Like me, for example. I continue to have feelings for somebody who lied about how their friend died. They said that they were dancing on the side of the road for money and someone came up and shot their friend. In reality, their friend died in a car accident that they weren't in. So take what I say with a grain of salt as well. I always recommend to do that with any and everybody. Take what people say, cute, apply it how you want to, and move on. Okay, so let's get into this list. All right, so the girls are saying they will not go to the Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies, your house, any fast food chain, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster, a buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym, church. I know anybody who has talked to me in the past never thought for one moment that they could take me to church. BFF. Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates, family functions, movie night, somewhere that requires a long drive. That's actually a good one because that is a serial killer. Bowling, nightclubs, hookah bar, a bar for just drinks. I did not know people did that. And I find that to be so weird because aren't you hungry? After a night of drinking, your stomach isn't rumbling? I don't know. Okay, let's move on. Waffle House, sports events. I want to put a underline on sports events a billion times because no. I could understand if the person likes sports. We're going to get into intentionality in dates. Is that a word? Intentionality? That is a word. It sounds too right. And if it isn't a word, put it in the dictionary now, Webster. If someone likes sports, I get it. Like a cute basketball game and a cute dinner. I understand that. Me? A sports event for Asia, my queen? Hell to the mother. No. I hate sports. I am the president of the I Hate Sports organization. The shit is boring. Boo. Okay? The only thing good about the sports is these motherfuckers be fine playing it. That's literally where it starts and ends for me. Who's cute? Who has nice shoes on? Like, I'm looking at what the people are wearing, what they're looking like. I don't care about a dunk. I can do that. Not impressed. I don't care about a touchdown. I don't care about a field goal. I don't care about a home run. I'm not into it. For me, let me just say, for me, I care more about the creativity in the date more than I do how much the date costs. Yeah. Like, I want to know you listen to me, right? Like, same thing with gifts. Like, I don't care how much the gift was. I really would be so irritated if the gift was extremely expensive and it was something I never mentioned I like. Because now I'm like, was this gift for you? You know what I mean? Was this gift to feed your ego? Like, oh yeah, I bought her something that was X amount of money. You know, like, was this gift to feed your ego, or was this gift supposed to be for me? Because it looks like it was for you. Because I ain't never mentioned nothing like this. I ain't never mentioned I like this restaurant. I ain't never mentioned I like these type of shoes. Like, so what are we doing here? And I'm the type of person, I love gifts. I love a gift. So I'm always talking about the type of things that I like. I'm always talking about the places I want to go. Right? And so if you just open your ears, you would know. So anybody who gives me something that I don't like, you did not listen to me. Period. And that is the problem for me. Right? I like to have fun. My main goal in this life is to have fun. That's all I want to do. I want to laugh. I want to be high. I want to just have a good time. Like, my perfect date would be, and I've been on this date. My girlfriend does an amazing job with planning our dates. I like a comedy show. I like seafood. Oh, what else? I like to be outside. I like hands-on activities like a paint and sip or like pottery. We're actually gonna go make candles next week for a date. Then we're gonna go get a massage. Like, I like things like that. So I just want to know that you thought about my interests. You know, I'm not impressed by the dollar sign. And I think I'm not impressed by the dollar sign because I grew up super poor. And I really didn't know how poor I was because everybody else either had the same amount or less. There was not that many people that were balling out of control around me. So everybody was exactly the same. And I'm 28 years old, so there was not a lot of social media. There was not a lot of all that. We didn't have access to super rich people. We just knew what was going on in our community. So when you grow up like that, you don't see people going to certain restaurants or owning Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Birkin bags. I found out designer stuff existed literally. I'm not lying. You guys are going to think that I'm a fucking liar, but I found out about them things about 22 because I wasn't even on social media that heavy until I was like 2021. You know, like it was a cute Facebook post and things like that. But the people that I was following, the people that I was friends with were all people I knew. And again, they were from similar backgrounds as me. So there wasn't too much of that exposure to super luxurious items. And the things that were luxurious to us was like a Red Lobster. Dead ass. Like, we went to Red Lobster when taxes came. And when we found out we were going, it was a part. Yeah. And let's be real, guys. We are in a recession. These jobs ain't paying shit. Like, when I tell you I had to pull teeth to get something out of this one job and didn't end up getting it, so I did a quick doot. So it's like, what are we expecting? And plus, Red Lobster is expensive. Y'all, especially when you want that endless shrimp. Isn't that shit like $50, $60 a plate? You telling me $50, $60. So let's just say we both get that. That's a quick $120. We want to drink. If I want to get a Sprite, that's a quick $5. They be having that shit about $10. So let's add another $20 for the both of us. So that's a quick $140. And then I got a tip 20%. That's $28. So now I'm paying $168 for this. It's just a lot of money that a lot of us don't have. Okay. And I'm not here to convince you to go to Applebee's. Okay. I'm not. If your standards are Ruth's Chris, I don't know. I've never even been there. I've never even seen a Ruth's Chris. I just heard that people say they like it and it's expensive. But let's just say your standards are an expensive, nice, elegant restaurant. I'm not here to convince you to go to Applebee's, baby. I'm not here to convince you to go to no damn Red Lobster, no damn Chili's. I'm not. Okay? But what I do encourage us to do is put as much effort in finding somebody with good character as much as you do with finding somebody that's got money. Okay? Because what we end up doing, and I say we because I'm trying to be with you guys. I've never done this, okay? But I'm trying to give you guys a hug. But what we do is we look for somebody with money, so we are blind. I can't see, I'm blind. We're blind to all the other bad qualities. I see it all the time where I'm like, how did you deal with this person? This person is so gross. This person can't hold a conversation with you. Every conversation they have is about them. But they got money. They got access. They got followers. And that's again, I can't see, I'm blind. I'm like, y'all, because the thing about this is that the people who lead with what they got, with the followers they got, the money they got, the designer things that they have, you end up in sticky situations with these motherfuckers. You find out this person's a whole liar, whole narcissist. You find out that this person, these designer things ain't even theirs. I had a coworker. We were dead ass making $14.30 an hour. Well, I was making $14.30 an hour because I was lead. So imagine how much he made. He made $13 an hour. We were plus commission, so we were making some good money in the commission, but not enough money to be doing what he said he was doing, right? He had told me that he had taken this girl to a restaurant, and now that I think about it, the story was most likely a lie. I wasn't on Twitter at the time, so yeah. You know how Twitter has them fake ass dating skits and shit? Well, he said he went on a date. Homegirl had brought her friend and expected him to pay for her and her friend. And I was like, well, I hate to tell you, buddy, but when you lead with the things you got, all the Gucci, all the Versace you got on, you are going to be attracting people who want to use you for those things. You lead with this, you gonna get people who want to use you for that. Not saying that those people are justified in that, but that's just what happens. Unfortunately, it's just what happens. And so this girl pulled your card. Buddy, you said you got all that Versace, you got all that Gucci on Instagram. You got all them damn followers that homeboy bought. Anyways, you got all them damn followers. You got all them chains and designer shit. You got all them cars. You can't pay for me and my friend? You got it. Those are sticky situations. It's sticky. It's sticky. It's sticky. It's sticky. It's just, I think we're going to go to mental health and all this stuff. You know how I get. We want people to love us so bad that we're willing to create this life that doesn't really exist just to receive this love that also really doesn't exist. And it makes me so sad. I'm so empathetic to people who go through things like that, you know? Like, you most likely grew up with feeling like you had to have these things, you had to have this money, you had to have these designer items to be worthy in this world. So then you go out in this world and you figure out that it's really hard. Yeah, like very, very hard to keep up with that. And Instagram comes around and you're like, wow, I can fake it. But that's a full-time job in itself. It's a lot to deal with. It is so much to deal with, and I feel like we're okay with it as long as this image of us exists in other people's heads. And I think a lot of us deal with this. I think majority of us that engage on social media deal with this, you know? And I think some of us deal with it on a larger scale than others. Like homeboy buys his followers, has to buy his likes. Girl, I did not know that you have to buy your likes for every post. So it's not like a package that comes with likes for every post that you have. It's like post, buy, post, buy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I heard. That's what I heard through the grapevine. So it's like we have to put all this effort and energy to appear to be this type of person. And for what? You know, like that's one of the blessings of growing up poor, because you really had to rely on your personality. You had to rely on being good at something. You know, there was no like whipping anything out and being like, look at what I got. Like there was none of that. Like I literally had to grow a personality. I had to figure out how to make people laugh. Oh, I remember that day. Oh, it was in the 3rd grade. We were broken into groups and everyone got a book that they had to read, and we had to reenact a scene from the book. And I went off script and told the people in my group to suck my toes. And the whole class laughed so hard. And I remember being like, I got them. I got these motherfuckers now. You know, and I just took it. You know, so you had to be good at something. Like I learned how to dance. I worked really hard to learn how to dance. I was showing up to dance class every Wednesday, then coming to school talking about some boom, 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 like you had to offer something. And then I became an adult and was like, oh, I don't really have to offer anything. I have to just pretend that I have money. I have to pretend to be somebody. I don't even have to really be anybody, like in real life. And it's just like, damn, like people will really want to be your friend off of who they think you are, or the person that you created yourself to be online. And you could create yourself to be anyone. This nigga had 15 cars on his Instagram and was rolling up to our job with a 2001 Nissan Sentra. I don't know what car it actually was. Actually, I do, but I don't want to put him on blast like that. I already dragged him through the mud. But not really. I want to express how sad this is. Like, this man was getting praised at my job for the likes and the followers and stuff like that. And I'm like, ooh, they don't even know. They don't even know. You know, I didn't clock homeboy because I'm like, it's your business for real. But I'm just like, ooh. But it doesn't matter that they don't know. It doesn't matter that it's not real. It doesn't matter that these are all bots. All that matters is the illusion. I think that we are headed in a very dangerous place. Social media is bringing us to a place where we are having these expectations of life that aren't really matching what's really out there. So we're constantly feeling like we're behind. How many times have we seen couples that were couple goals, right? And you're sitting there manifesting this woman's relationship, and then you find out she was dating a bum the whole time. All the vacation pictures she was posting, all the Louis Vuitton bags she was posting, these were on her dime. This whole nigga's outfit was on her dime. But she'll allow it to appear that he's the one that's funding this. I'm not here to villainize these people, but I do want us to know that it's something missing in these people's lives. I want us to look at it like that. Like, there's obviously something. I'm not saying people who flaunt what they have are all lying. I want us to just be happy with our own lives and really sit and think, what do I like? What do I want? Minus the shit that I see on Twitter every day. What is it that I really enjoy? Because listen, if you're on a great date, having a great time, and it's at Applebee's, one of the places that was on this list, please, like, because let me tell you, all the people who are going on these fancy dates, I'm going to let you know right now, not all of them are having a good time. I've been one of them. Okay? I went on this really nice date. And I say nice because the place was nice, not I had a good time. It was a complete snooze fest. And the people that were around were looking at us like, why are these people here? I think it's because I'm black and the person I was on a date with was Mexican. So, and the food was mid, super expensive. We could have eaten it somewhere else, like an Applebee's. And it was just, wasn't impressed. The bill was high though. And I'm sitting here thinking like, I really could be doing something so much more fun. I could have been at the movies, at Chipotle, at the Cheesecake Factory, at IHOP, at Red Lobster, at Buffalo Wild Wings, like at Waffle House. I could be at all these places on this list, but I'm fucking here being stared at by Becky at the table beside us. We can't get fucking bread. It's 45 minutes and we haven't been able to see anybody, ain't got a basket of bread, ain't got, like, it's just like nobody's paying attention to us. I don't know. I personally wasn't impressed. It might be just that restaurant, but I'm cool with Applebee's. I love Applebee's actually. And I'm not saying that oh, she's a pick me, oh, just to, I'm not being one of them girls that's like, just love this person for who they are. Like, you shouldn't love someone for, no, I'm not saying that at all. Put some more effort in finding someone with good character as well. Because let me also say this. One, just because someone has money doesn't mean they're going to spend it on you. Two, just because someone has money doesn't mean they have the money to spend it on anything else other than their expenses. Because remember what they say, more money, more problems. The more money you make, the more money you spend. I am not shaming you at all. I'm just encouraging you to take the bar out of hell. This life shit can be hard financially. So that's why some people end up in these spaces. I get it. I completely understand it. But I can't see it being fun to have the money but just be so empty, and just deal with this person because you need them and need them to help you keep up with this image. But you know what? You got to do what you got to do, I guess. You got to do what you got to do. And you know what? I'm not one to, like I said, I'm not one to shame anybody. Because oh, I've dealt with just dumb shit for a broke motherfucker. So maybe I got to try what y'all did. No, I'm joking. I'm a part of the faithful Black woman community. I love my girlfriend. I'm so blessed. Oh my God, guys. I am so blessed that I don't have to deal with these lists. I'm so blessed that we're just very normal. I thank God every day that I was able to find the last normal person on the planet. I really took the last normal person. Sorry guys. Sorry. We just have the time of our lives together. We go out to eat. We engage in different activities. We go party. We get drunk. We just have a great time. I just don't have to deal with none of this. None of this discourse on Twitter. I cannot relate to it at all. I'm like, what? Like when people trust no one, and I'm like, oh my God, a lot of y'all are so jaded. I hate to say it, but people are just so bitter. And I'm not gonna say that I don't have my baggage, my issues. But I've never been I've never been closed off to love or to build any type of connections or anything like that. No matter what I've been through with people, I'm still so open to make new connections with people. I don't know what it feels like to go through something with someone and be like, never again. I will never love again. I will never try to make friends again. I will I'm just, okay, it didn't work out with this person. Next. Trust me, there's situations I will never deal with again. There are characteristics that I peep and will be like, oh, no. I think that's how this list was made. Like the person who took homegirl out to Applebee's or to Chili's really didn't value them, really didn't give a fuck about them, treated them like shit. So they're like, oh, it was the Chili's. No, it was the fact that the person was just an asshole. I went on this date with this guy. I was 20. Oh, I thought he was so fine too. I remember meeting him and coming home and being like, Mom, he's dark skinned, he's 6 something, he got waves, da, da, da. Like, I was so hyped, right? We went to the movies for our first date. And when I tell you guys, it was such a bad experience. It was an awful experience. There was no chivalry. There was no good guy, very good guy. But it was just awkward, right? But I chalk that up to homeboy being awkward. I love going to the movies. I love going to the movies. And I think you can find a good person. You can find good people anywhere. It just, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm too optimistic. All right. Maybe I have too much hope. Okay. Maybe I just feel like maybe I'm giving people too much credit. But I just know so many people that have such good intentions with other people, but don't have enough money to go to fucking Tulum for the first date. I don't know. I just feel like Instagram got people fucked up for real. And we're really going to see these studies years from now. If I'm sure we could bring it up motherfucking now. Because it's like, I'm sure it's very depressing to think that your life is supposed to be a certain way based off of what social media is saying, and then waking up and it not being that life, right? Like, you having these expectations of it being this way, and then every day you're waking up having to show up to this 9 to 5 that's paying you $18 an hour. And I'm not saying don't have dreams. I'm not saying don't aspire to be with someone that could take you to Tulum for the first date. I'm not saying none of that. But I don't know. I feel like we may be writing people off a little too quickly. And I'm not saying just in romantic partnership. I'm saying in friendships too. You see that this person only got 500 followers and you think that that person isn't valuable. Oh, I'm not going to respond to this person, but they got this amount of followers, so I'm going to respond, or I'm going to listen to what they say, or I'm going to follow back because they got this amount of followers. I don't know when we going to learn. I'm going to remind you again, I'm saying we because I'm just being nice because it's not fucking me for real. But we going to learn one day. And I hope it doesn't take too much. New York, Plain, LA, knowing you're from Arizona. Baby, come home. Come back to the 602. That shit is so annoying. That shit is so damn annoying, bro. I know you from motherfucking Maryville. Don't play. And it's okay. We just gotta love ourselves, guys. Like, we really, really, really have to love ourselves extra. We have to take that extra care because there's just so much shit that's being thrown in our face that's telling us, oh, do more, do more. This is how you're valuable. This is how you become more valuable to people. And we end up in this space where we're pretending to be somebody that we're not. But then when we look in the mirror, we actually see who we actually are. And that's just depressing. It is so, I don't know if you guys have ever tried this. I've taken this out for a spin, but like, it is so depressing to look someone in the face and see that they're seeing the person that you've created online, but then look in the mirror and know that that's not the person that people see. That shit sucks. That shit really, really, really fucking sucks. You can make your way out of it. You might lose friends, and if you do lose them, those weren't really your friends. But you most likely are gonna lose people. But fuck them. Like I always say, fuck them. They're not valuable anyways. And you want value, quality over quantity. But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for watching me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys again for being here. This is As Your Big Sister. Bye-bye.